Okay, to take our fabric and iron the wrinkles out, we are going to use an iron. There are a couple different things that you need to learn about your iron. On each and every iron, there are steam settings. So on this iron, it's underneath the handle. The lowest setting says acetate or nylons. The highest setting says cottons and linens. Depending on what type of fabric you're working with, you would like to change it to the specific setting that you need. One rule of thumb, if you don't know what fabric you're working with, is always start low. Try that to see if your wrinkles get out, and then move up higher as you need to. If you can tell, I'm using steam with my iron today. It is my preferred way to iron. So what that does is you fill up the reservoir in the iron with water. Okay, go ahead and shut it off. My water reservoir is in the top of the iron behind the steam button. So you fill up your iron right there. Different irons have different water reservoirs. It's recommended that you use distilled water in your iron. I have never had a problem with good tap water. In order to smooth out the wrinkles in your fabric, what you need to do is you need to take the iron and slowly and carefully press it along the fabric. What you don't want to do is stop and leave the iron sitting in one place for any amount of time, because it will burn your fabric. I always iron on the back or the wrong side of my fabric, because that way I have less chance of ruining the front, the pretty side, the right side of my fabric. Take the iron and go ahead and just very lightly smooth it over the fabric. Again, you don't want to stop at any time and just let the iron sit on your fabric. You want to keep moving. This back and forth motion is called ironing. Once I get all of the wrinkles ironed out of my fabric, I'm going to take the iron, tip it up, and leave it sit on its pegs. Don't ever leave the iron sitting down on the table like this. Now notice the table that I'm using today is not a specific ironing table because I don't have one at home. I kind of just made a makeshift one. I used a little towel, a real thin towel, over a wooden board that I just placed flat on my table. Again, I used an old towel with a wooden board underneath, so that way I'm not wrecking my tabletop or my countertop. Okay.